colours we're going to use today are Imperial Violet, we're going to use Cobalt Violet and Horizon Blue, along with a little bit of purple. Don't worry if you haven't got these colours, these are from the Kuretake range, but just use your favourite colours and get them down on the page. I've got a medium brush there and I'm just making these little tree shapes. So getting this blue colour down, getting the trees down onto the page, and I'm going to try and be patient and wait for each layer to dry and layer on top some more of these little trees. So this is just a layering process. We're going to put a load of trees down, we're going to then wait until they've dried, and then we're going to really embellish on top of these trees. The two violets that I've chosen are very similar to each other, just slightly different, but that's okay. I'm just going to go with it and just adding some more of this beautiful colour down onto the page, layering over the top of the already there trees. I'm not even thinking which trees are going to be behind, you know, I'm just actually putting the trunks in front of the shapes that we've already got, so I'm not worrying too much about it. And you can see here where I haven't waited for that paint to dry, and the purple paint is sort of leaking through onto my lighter colour. But again, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to carry on and see where we go from here. So adding some more colours down, filling the page up with some lovely tree shapes. I am going to leave some white space just because I don't want it all full up this one. I have done one previously, you might want to have a look. Very bright colourful trees, and I'll leave a link at the end of the page. But I did actually fill the page full of trees, which was really fun to do. I was really in the moment, having some fun, so I just decided to continue. So once you've done all your layering, you need to let the paper dry and your paint dry, and then I've just grabbed a selection of felt tip pens. I've got my Uniball broad pens, I've got some gel pens and Posca pens. So whatever pens you've got, if you haven't got pens, use pencils. You can get a very similar effect. It'll just be a lot softer, maybe not as vibrant with a pencil, but it will just look a little bit different to this. So I'm doing some little flowers here, just dabbing those little petals onto there, and you'll see that in a minute. You'll see it close up because there's a close-up picture of it, and you can see it here, some lovely little flowers that I've put on that tree. And then I'm just embellishing and adding some lines on this. Whatever pops into your mind, get it down. These are sort of Christmassy trees, so I'm thinking lights, I'm thinking silver, golds, metallics. I've got a bit of bronze going on there, and the whites really do look like little lights shining out from your lovely Christmas trays. I've also got black fine liner, and sometimes when you put pen down on the paper, you can think to yourself, oh, it's not bold enough. I don't really like that. So the black will give it that boldness if you just circle it and make it pop off the page. So I'm also embellishing on top of the edges of the trays, just because there's space there, and why not? And just going around utilizing these lovely thick felt tip. I think that's a Staedtler one. I think that one's my favorite one that I usually circle the page with at the end. I'm sure if you've seen my videos, I do like to put it all around the edge of the page. And here you can see the white Posca pens come out and little tiny lights on that tray. So just continuing, having a little bit of fun. You can see here, you can't really see the white on that blue. So I've decided to grab another pen, and don't worry about that. Just go with whatever. This is just about having fun, not worrying about it, just embellishing and seeing where you go from here. Again, grabbing that metallic pen, swapping them around, just changing them over, changing the nib size just to make it a little bit interesting. And then I decided to grab a black Posca pen there, just because I thought the edges of that tree weren't going to be defined enough against that background. Again, a silver pen and adding these little marks here and there. If you didn't want to use pen, what you could have done is waited for your trees to dry and actually paint some embellishments on. That would have looked really nice, and then add the pen over the top. Or you could use your squeezy bottles and add some details there, or get a stencil and some nice glitzy paint. That would have looked nice also. So whatever you've got, just utilize that. Get your tree shapes down and just think to yourself, how do I want to adorn these with their lovely trinkets? So just continuing, adding some silver here with that lovely thick nib, swapped over to the gold there, embellishing that tree, adding some little dots here. So you will utilize the same shapes on your trees, but it's just about thinking, well, I've done some dots over there. Let's do some little drapey kind of things here. Let's make some stripes. Just mix it up. It's fine to do that. Or you might want all your trees to look very similar and you want the same shapes on them. Whatever goes. Just go with what your heart says to you. So this video I've done is sort of sped up in some places more than others. We've got your close-ups, you've got your further away video so you can see the whole of page, and I just wondered how this was coming across to you. I'm quite a speedy kind of person, so going fast is quite normal for me, but it might not be for you. You might think to yourself, well, that's a little bit too speeded up and I can't really see what's going on. Please leave me a comment, let me know how you feel about this. Or you might think to yourself, no, I love this speed. It means that we get to the end really quite quickly and I can just get on with my painting. So I'm just making sure that the tape is securely down before I grab that gold Staedtler pen, and then I'm just outlining the page there. And then I've heated up the tape, I'm peeling it all off, and I'm just going to pull up the picture to the camera so you can see the lovely detail there. And I do think it looks rather Christmassy. What about you? Let me know. Are you going to try this? Is this something that you like to do? If you like this, please like. And if you're not already, please subscribe and you'll see some lovely other paintings come out. Okay, well, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.